Hello. Okay, coming to you quickly. I have a message, and my message is don't quit. There will be times in life when you feel like you're just getting beat up by the world. There's so many things going on. You don't know what's going on, and you just feel like everything is just so heavy on me. I'm stressed out to the max. I feel anxiety, depression. I feel just hopeless at times, right? I feel like I want to throw in the towel. And I just want to tell you not to quit. Give it your all every day. Show up being your best version every single day, because the world needs you. Feel your heartbeat. If you have a heartbeat, you have a purpose for your life. God didn't create you just to create you. He do everything with purpose. Keep going. Even when it get hard, keep going. Don't quit. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on life. Continue to fight the fight. Continue to show up being yourself, giving this life everything that's inside you every single day. If it costs you getting up early, if it costs you to go bed late, get up and be the best version you can. This video was supposed to be on organization. Organization. How important is it? Let's start with ourselves. Let's start with the one who created the world. He had everything in place. Everything in place before he created man. Let's talk about the bird nest that I found, because I know a lot of you seen my bird nest that I have by my tree, by my front door, and the beautiful eggs that's inside. Well, let's think about it. The bird had to build the nest first for her to nest inside of it, right? Before she could place the eggs in the nest, she had to build the nest first. And I love it. There are some beautiful eggs. If you haven't seen those eggs, go to my page, go on Facebook or Instagram or on just YouTube. I have a short video of the eggs that I saw, right? But you have to build a foundation. Now, how would this pertain to life in your situation? How would you say, okay, how can I organize my life in a way that I can progress and move forward in life, in my day? I will tell you to make a plan. And this is very, very, very important. Without a plan, we have an idle mind. And we know that an idle mind is the devil's playground. So we must create the atmosphere. We must create the plan for our days. How do we do that? First, we make a schedule. We make a schedule so we have focal points. So that we will know what we will be doing at what time, why it's important to do those things. So we won't become exhausted. So our schedule will be full. So we take our breaks. So for instance, say if you have to go to work. If you have to go to work at a certain time, from this time to this time, you have prep time. Prep time is your cleaning time, your meal time, your time with your children. We line those things out throughout the day so that we can stay focused on the things that matter to us and the things that's important to us. We prioritize. We put the things that we need to put first, we put that ahead of everything else. So we will feel accomplished throughout today. I read a book called Make Your Bed. That's a very good book. I encourage you to read. It was also a saying that I love, and I can't remember exactly where I heard the saying, but it was, if it won't matter in 5 years, don't spend 5 minutes on it. Let me say that again. If it won't matter in 5 years, don't spend 5 minutes on it. What do I mean by that? Wasting time. If we could get someone else to do the things we need to do that won't matter in 5 years, if we could pay somebody to do the things that we need to do or want to do that won't matter in 5 years, those are highly suggestive. That way we can focus our time on the things that we need to focus our time on. I encourage and I inspire you all to have a plan. Have a plan every day. At least have one goal every day. How can you know you're going to make a goal if you never create a goal? At least if you don't make that goal, you know how much more effort you have to put in to make that mark, to hit the bullseye every day. And it could be a small goal. If you're not used to making goals, lay out a small little plan for yourself and accomplish that, because consistency is key. It's key. Organization starts with us. Nobody has to tell us what we have to do in the morning. Nobody has to tell us how we put our clothes on in the morning, and that's how our day should be ran. Our day should be planned out to the point where we progress. We progress for success with productivity and consistency. For myself, before I go to sleep at night, I like to learn something new. If I go on Google, if I go on Facebook, no matter where I go, I like to learn something. In order for me to sacrifice learning, I had to cut back on some of the things that my leisure time. I had to cut back on some of the things I did with leisure time and use that time to build me. Now, if you're going through something in life, a crisis, or if you're going through something in life, I would suggest you find the opposite of what you're going through to help build you up. For instance, if it's sadness you're going through, I encourage you to look at something funny. If you're going through something, if you're struggling with something, I suggest that you find people or Google people who have that same struggle and made it out of the struggle that you're in, that they were in. Don't quit. And I will always refer back to not quitting, because it's that moment you'll give up. It's that moment in your tiredness when you don't know what's going on. It's that moment when you seem confused about life. Am I really walking in my purpose? Am I really walking in my calling? It's going to be that moment when you think you're reaching your breaking point that everything starts to come to light for you. It's when the light come on. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy coming in the morning. When will it be day for you? Pick yourself up. Encourage yourself. If you got to tell yourself, I can make it every day, tell yourself that you can make it every day. Have a plan. Execute your plan. Make sure the plan that you make fits who you are and not someone else. Being in the shoes of someone else will not work for you, because we weren't designed to walk in somebody else's shoes. That's my time. Be organized. And I pray that who's ever seeing this right now, that God help you wherever you struggle. And that God pick you up in your moments of despair and remind you that He loves you and He cares for you. Have a great night. Mwah. Be blessed, even in your test.